Hello again, and it's time for another project. Today we're going to route out this Welcome to the Nuthouse plaque. It's a nice 17-inch by 11-inch, and when it's all finally done, we're actually going to cut this one out with a scroll saw, even a bandsaw. We'll see how we get on with this, and maybe just leave a little lip on or come up right to the end of the black there. Okay, to transfer your image, there's only one way for me, and that is simply to place your carbon paper underneath like so. Also, you will require two bits on here. Stick your image down so it stays in place and literally draw around it with a pencil. I actually used a pen on this one. Once it's all drawn around, you're good to go. That's not going to really rub off as long as it's nice and sanded down. If you draw onto the shiny area like this, it will rub away. So get it all sanded down. We've sanded this one down because it's all recycled. Was part of a headboard for a bed, but I always try and use recycled if possible. We're not concerned about this bit here because obviously we're going to cut round this. That's the middle piece we're interested in, and all this will be gone. But you can see how shiny that is. Okay, we've drawn it on. Happy days, we're all good with that one. The bits we're going to use, as always for me, are these little CNC router bits available on eBay, Amazon. They come with blue tops on and stuff, different degrees, 10, 20, 30s. I couldn't even tell you what this one is. But it's quite a small shaft. That is the same size as a Dremel shaft, 3.175mm, I believe. So you will require a little collet like that. Adapter, reducer, 6.35mm to 3.175mm. And that literally just slots in there like so. That's now 1/4 inch, 6.35mm, and that will slot into your router nicely. I'm going to use this to draw around all my line work at the depth I require, and then we'll go in afterwards. I'm going to try these ones today. Mill end bearing bits, these I believe these are called, and they're quite nice. And we'll find one that fits in the dark and shaded area that we're going to remove, and then basically there's quite a lot of painting to do afterwards. Okay, there you have it. We've got our image, what we want. We've got it all drawn out. We're going to pop our router bit, CNC bit, into the router. Let's start carving this one out. Right, we've gone all the way around with our CNC bit. This wood's that nice, I'm tempted just to do it all with the CNC bit. Because we have all this lettering to remove, it will take a little while. Now remember, this is just the way I do it. There's all sorts of profile bits out there, V-grooves, 90 degrees. I mean, this one here I've just had a little play with. That is like a harrow head. And I literally just used it to do these lines here. Now that certainly would have been a lot quicker to go around the edging. They come in triangles like that. You can also get them with round ends on. There's certainly plenty to go at. So find one that works for you. I'm just happy with my little CNC bit. It's just something I've used all the time, and it works for me. Okay, we've done that. Now what we've got to do is start clearing out these little bits in between that I could have done with the CNC bit. And this lettering's all to come out, and all the welcome sign, and generally go around these bits in here. For those, I'm going to use these mill end bits. If you put CNC mill end bits on eBay or anything, they'll soon pop up. These are ideal because they come in different sizes, and I've managed to find one that just fits in between the lines, just to take the clear out. They're rough all around the edge, and they also have a rough bottom. Excuse me. So they clean the backing at the same time as cleaning the sides. Same collet fits this. We'll throw this in the rotor, and we'll start clearing out this. And then when I do the big lettering, we can obviously just put a bigger one on, and we'll clear out the welcome to the Nuthouse bit. Okay, let's clear out now. Okay, that's all routed out nicely. We've not lost anything. Everything's still in place, as you can see. Right, what we'll do next is cut this out with a scroll saw. Quite thick as this one, so we might just get away with it. If not, we'll move over to the bandsaw. Once we've cut this out, we'll start painting all our inset lettering. That's all the bits that we've dug out. Put all our colours in. All the black for the surround, and then we'll sand it all down, make it nice and smooth, and then we'll fill in the remaining wood with the leaves and the acorn base. I'm quite liking this wood at the back of here. I think that might be a nice colour for an acorn without painting it, but we'll see. So let's cut this out with a scroll saw first, and we'll do away with all this surrounding scrap. Right, you can see from that, it's all cut out to a certain extent. I didn't do a lot of filming with the bandsaw. As you could tell, it was just so dusty, you couldn't really see. So basically, the bandsaw for the main frame, and the scroll saw for these tighter bits. So there you go. Yeah, I do apologise for all the dust, but you've seen a bandsaw in action, I'm sure. Right, I'm going to go around with my little Dremel now, just with these little sanding burrs on. Gives a general tidy up, give it a little bit more shape to it, and then we'll go on to our painting side of things. Right, that's sanded down the best we can. I use a mouse sander in the end, a lot better for them sides. We've got a nice shape going to it. So we're happy with that. Painting time now. What I would normally do here was spray some kind of sealant on, a wood sealant should I say. Just stop the paint from bleeding into the side walls of these fibres. But as this is going to be mostly all painted, we won't need a lot of it. We're going to leave this little outer rim clear. Just put some linseed oil on that. And we'll see once the painting's done. I might leave the back of the nut itself clear, because I think that gives you a nice textured look to it. But we'll paint the actual bottom bit that the acorn sits into. Right, paint wise, just painter's touch. They come in nice little sizes, indoor out, some beautiful colours on that. And it's literally a case of just getting your paint, and I'm just going to brush it in to all these lines like so. You can use sprays and stuff, but there'll be a lot of masking off. So I'm going to paint in everything that we've carved out, the inset, we're going to paint. And then we'll sand it down. That'll make it nice and clear and sharp. and then we'll paint the background as regards to the leaves and stuff. Okay, we'll start throwing some of this paint on now. Okay, let's start painting. I've sprayed some sealant on, just to say we've done it, basically. And that's just a clear sealant like that. It says it seals there, so we'll go with that. Takes 20 seconds to spray it on. Okay, black. Let's just start throwing this in now, like so. We'll go all the way around. You will find as it dries, you've missed a bit, so go over it again. You can also get a black marker pen, Sharpie, or whatever. And that can go and fill in any little bits that you've missed. Just dab a bit of black marker on. Right, we'll continue with this because we've got a lot of painting to do. And we'll come back when we're ready to sand the first section down. Right, that's our first part of the painting stage done. Remember, we've just painted in all the bits that we've routed out. So now we're going to sand this off, make this lettering nice and smooth and lock sharper than what it does now, obviously. And then we'll paint our leaves and the background on the corn base. And then we'll see what this is like if we decide to paint the actual acorn nut itself. Okay, let's start sanding down. Just a simple mouse sander like so. If it doesn't work out too clever, we'll go up to something a bit bigger. Right, that's all sanded off nicely. That certainly looks a lot crispier now. So what we need to do now is more painting. The squirrel all around there to do. Those leaves at the top. I'm definitely going to leave the background of this nut. I'm liking the actual lines on this. See the grain of the wood? So I'm going to leave that. I'm going to put some linseed oil on there, and that will just darken that down slightly. And also round the edges, just to darken that lighter frame. Right, it's back to some more painting. Right, there's all our painting done. That's coming on nicely. Some lovely bright colours on that one. You can just see. Okay, what I'm going to do now, because we have left the acorn nut itself clear, because I do like the runs of the grain, I'm literally going to try and put some linseed oil on it. Just simple boiled linseed oil. I use it on all my projects. Some people don't like it. Some say it goes a bit yellow in time, but I'm not bothered about that. And I'm hoping as we put this on, and as it soaks in, it'll just darken that wood down just slightly, but allow the grain still to show through like so. And we'll also do the sides of this and go all the way around, give everything a good soaking, and just darken it down a bit like so. So I'll continue with this, and then we'll see what it's like. If it hasn't worked out, I'll simply add some paint to the back of this. But hopefully this linseed oil should do it. We'll come back when this is all nicely dry. Right, that's all nicely dried now. I'm quite happy to leave this wood bare. I've never been one for painting a project completely with paint. So it's nice to have that good section of wood showing with the bits of colours in between. And you get some nice lines going down there. To finish this off, I've literally sprayed 4 or 5 coats of the same sealant again that we used before we started painting, just to give it a little bit of shine. But it is an indoor piece at the end of the day. And you can see the nice shine on it there. Yeah, so that's turned out nice. I'm quite pleased with that one. That's 12 inch by 17 inch. Welcome to the Nuthouse plaque on recycled wood. Thank you very much for watching.